to do that, but wow, you made $200,000 in 24 hours? Wow, you're a genius, man.
Well,
I didn't make that in 10 years when I worked retail.
Okay, I'm using the word genius here liberally. I think he's smart. I think he's smart for doing what he does because he's just conning a bunch of idiots that.
But he believes it too, I'm sure.
Well,
Maybe.
Yeah. No, well,
Unless he's like Levi Strauss.
I think in the beginning he believed it. I think in the beginning Rush Limbaugh was a real conservative.
What's his name? Strauss, Leo Strauss. Remember, he said that in public declare something, and in private you don't have to believe it. So he could go home and
Well,
vote a different way.
Don't try to talk to him about Leo Strauss, because it's way over their head. They don't get it. I mean, they're gonna. When you say Leo Strauss basically told the neocons to lie as much as they needed to con people, just to keep themselves in power, just to keep the people that they lead stupid, ignorant slaves, and to feed them their own morality, their own religion, their own Christianity, whatever it is. When you tell them that, it just goes over their head. It's like, so they don't really believe it? No, hell no, they don't believe it.
So maybe they know that and they're just pretending, because I mean they're all. Unless people are really that stupid, and that's pathetic. I know people are dumb. There's also a lot of people that pretend that they're dumb.
I think on some level they understand it, but they don't believe it. They don't believe that Rush Limbaugh could be a liar. Leo Strauss could have told a bunch of people to lie to.
Yeah, it goes into. It's like you see somebody in a white coat and you think you can take medical advice from them. Well, maybe they grind your lenses and have no medical knowledge. It's all this perception. You know what I mean? It's like the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not this song.
I don't know. This is
the 80s show.
Yeah.
What was it? Is it Golden Girls?
Golden Girls.
God, this song got made twice. It sucked to begin with.
Yeah, I thought this was a cover.
This is as bad as how Bush left the United States. Yeah. Why don't we continue talking about that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of scary that people still believe that he was a genius.
Yeah, I'm sad that his mom didn't die.
Who?
I'm sad that his mom didn't die in her surgery. It figures, though, in this country, the evil people live the longest.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're too good of a person in this country, you get a bullet in the head. And nobody ever claims to know who did it. It was an alien from Mars. Or an alien from south of the border.
Yeah, anybody who, no, really, anybody who wanted to make any progress in the country, whether it's Kennedy, Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King, has gotten a bullet in the head.
Right, what about Gandhi?
Rush Limbaugh has lived forever.
Yeah, it's true.
Man, it's terrible. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think of Obama? Do you think he's going to be able to get us out of it?
No, and it's not his fault. But I think some of it will get better. But like I say, you don't destroy something and then put everything on somebody to fix it when they don't have the resources. An example I think of is like a bridge. One side's got all the resources, and the only way they do it to get the supplies or the tools or whatever, the only way to get that across is that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you blow up the bridge, what happens? Now only one side has it all and the other side can't get it, and the bridge is gone. How are you going to rebuild the bridge with no resources and no tools? You can't. So they're on one side and you're on the other.
Yeah.
And unless you can fly.
No, I think it's going to get worse too. I hope that we taper out here a little bit and we get a little bit better. The economy sure as hell needs it, but
yeah, we got screwed for 20 years because of this guy.
Yeah.
I hope he gets anally raped by a gorilla.
No, it just kept. You kept hoping that the Bush administration would, would do something smart, but everything they tried, it just.
We have to be stupid to think that the Bush administration would do anything smart. You can't have faith in a faithless person unless you want faithless behavior to run amok.
Well, see, I don't know. I didn't want him to fail like that idiot wants Obama to fail.
I wanted him to fail, but not anything he does that pertains to anybody else. Personal failure, absolutely, he deserves it.
Well, I mean, he
I
looked
got better
like a
grades than he
clown
did.
from the get-go. I mean,
I've never done coke. I've never turned into a drunk. I didn't get C's in school. But then again, my daddy wasn't, the president, and my little brother, or older brother, or whatever, wasn't the governor of the state that the election came down to. So. It's got to give lots of people hope, though. Any moron can run this country. It's just when they say you run the country, in parentheses, into the ground is what's there. They just don't say it.
We are here to celebrate.
Yeah, I don't know.
He should have been a driller.
Well, he should. Really, truthfully, George Bush should have been a McDonald's fry cook. That's the job he was suited for. That's his IQ. That's his calling. Okay. No, I'm not kidding.
No, he should be the one at the factory cutting up the fries to ship to a McDonald's.
I don't know. I mean, and then he gets elected president. You have idiots voting for him for 2 elections.
Yeah, but look how many idiots voted for McCain. 45%, like almost 60 million people. Yeah, Obama beat him by 10 million, and the Electoral College wasn't close. But, I mean, that many people, over 45% of the people that voted for McCain and Palin. I mean, that's a one-term president. You're really going to vote for a guy that's going to be into his 80s by the time his second term's over, which by default you're going to get Palin. Once again, her and Bush are not smarter than one of my turds.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how you can vote for that idiot twice. And they said that he wasn't a conservative at the end of it. George Bush isn't a conservative? Deregulation for 8 years?
Who said that? Bill O'Reilly or Rupert Murdoch?
Limbaugh and other.
Oh, okay.
His
That's
ditto
the
heads.
third idiot I forgot to bring up.
What he calls his ditto heads. Retards.
This is your annual opportunity to stock up on annual. There are no better flowers.
Yeah, but see, you have to be stupid to begin with, to be manipulated by a moron. It's one thing to have somebody that's really intelligent, manipulative, and uses the truth and sells you on things, very persuasive to convince you. But when a moron manipulates you, convinces you of stuff, what does that say about you? And that's a sad thing, though. Limbaugh is probably more intelligent than about 80% of your average American.
Most of his followers.
What's even more sad is, I've known people that have, been, very educated in high positions of, we'll just say, like, I don't know, legislation or something, and like him too. So, it's just, I don't know how where that stupidity starts, but people run with it.
Oh man, I left this thing on again.